Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and Banshee. Hey, I'm sorry I'm a couple minutes late. I was trying to type up the list. My apologies. My little fingers only go so fast. And I was trying to get everybody's questions.
And that's why you get the big lighted ball of shame.
Is that what that is? Okay.
It is now.
Violet Lotus has some weather, so she's taking the evening off.
We all have some weather.
We all have some, well, whether or not we have the weather.
We don't have the weather she has.
Yeah, so.
And that's a good thing.
At any rate, I am reading today for the collective from the Everyday Witches Familiars Oracle, which I guess that's not quite the title on there, but you can show the booklet, Mr. O.
I'm trying.
There you go.
So
Beautiful artwork by Elizabeth Alba and written by Deborah Blake. They're quite the team.
Yeah.
Hey, Victoria.
Hi, Victoria.
So, hey to everybody. We had a great day yesterday. Our granddaughter's a graduate.
Yes.
We went to her graduation last night. That was nice. Saw her in her cap and gown. All right.
It was fun.
It was totally fun. And speaking of totally fun, Mr. O, I'm going to have you pull one out of here. They're only right upright.
It's the 5 of Fire.
Which is called
Firefly.
It's a firefly. So, Firefly is page 67. I like it. A little fire energy into the mix here today. All right.
Thank you, Ari.
It's time to connect with fire magic. You don't need to have fireflies around to shine light out into the darkness. Light a candle, dance around the bonfire, even click on a few colorful battery-powered tea lights. I like that. Cooking counts as fire magic too, especially when it is done with love. Don't underestimate the ways you can use the magic of fire. Are you letting your magic shine? We all have our luminescence, although it may not be as obvious as that of the firefly. This card may be telling you it's time to share your light with the world in whatever way makes the most sense to you. Maybe you need to flicker your glow in the
No, Shirley, no. I'm answering a question.
Maybe you need to flicker your glow to the direction of one special person, just as the fireflies use theirs to attract a mate. Be the magic. Be the light. Yes, I like it. Shine that light. Shine that magic. You know, it's time to bring forth, you know, if you have intentions, if you have wishes, if you have desires, do something to promote that. I mean, magically. I mean, within yourself. Don't believe in magic? Fine. What about affirmations? Make sure you are affirming what you want, what you desire. The universe needs to hear so that they can grant what you wish.
Everyday prayers are answered.
There you go. So we have for the collective.
And yes, Shirley, we have your questions, so don't worry.
Yeah, we're good, Shirley. I wrote it all down. I've got it. No, don't worry. He is the interruptor. He could have waited to answer that. Anyway, let's move on.
She's a master of looking indignant. That's all I can say.
Oh, I think he's got the indignant face between the two of us.
Well,
shall we take a poll?
I guess so, but you know, I saw that look you gave me. And so did they.
No, they did not. All right, so who's up? I don't know. I have the list,
It's a cell.
Oh, I didn't post the list. That's the
And I can
problem.
actually go to their question.
Go ahead.
Is there anything blocking me from meeting my future husband? What do I need to do to meet them? Alrighty.
And the question is posted as well.
Aren't you almost as efficient as me?
As Violet? I try. I do try.
Violet usually has the questions up before we're asking them.
Well, sir.
No one as efficient as her.
We miss her.
All right.
What you got?
10 of Pentacles. Reversed 7 of Wands. And the reversed Knight of Swords.
That's a tough one for this question, don't you think?
I think so.
I think so too. But let me grab the Lenormand. Here's number 1. Look at that.
Your heart is in the right place.
And here's number 2.
The bouquet.
Wow. Talk about a weird reading.
So what can you do to meet your future husband?
Well,
Is there something blocking you?
something is putting you at a disadvantage here, Sal. When I see the 7, that's a 7 of Wands, correct?
That is correct.
That is correct. Right
As
in
I
the
said
center there, it does show you have some disadvantage. I'm not completely sure I'm getting a clear picture of what that is. What is that card again?
That's the Knight of Swords reversed.
That's right, the Knight of Swords reversed. Well, it could be a couple of different things. It could be, the choices you are making in trying to meet this person. Are you really doing the right things in order to meet the person? I think choices and decisions that you are making, whether it could be about how to meet them, where to meet them. Are you going to the right places to meet them? Are you, being social enough to meet them, etc.? I'll stop there. I did those 2 cards. I want to go to the 10 later.
Well, the first part of your question asks if there was something blocking you, and it may be blocking you, but not in the sense that you might really be able to understand. And that's the 10 of Pentacles, and that suggests maybe the presence of strong family solidarity, foundation connection. And so I'm wondering if this is the kind of situation where people in your family or people that are around you in your community seem to have more influence over your choices or over your situation than you might want them to. Do they have the ability to say they approve or disapprove, or do they have the ability to make certain conditions have to be enforced? So I'm just wondering about that because of the way that fell there. And of course, Banshee did say this was a little unusual. I agree with her, though, with the 7 of Wands, maybe suggesting that you are at a disadvantage and that maybe it is because of the family presence that maybe monitors or is a little bit too stringent with their oversight on certain situations.
Well, and if that's not the case, there is still this idea of, community expectations or community pressures. Mm-hmm. So I won't rule that out. I like that interpretation of that card. I don't know here, sometimes that 10 could also be reflective of class issues, issues of money or wealth. And I don't know if that's an issue for you. So that's why I was kind of, when I saw that card, I'm like, well, how am I going to look at this card in relation to this question? Maybe all of this applies and maybe it doesn't. Maybe you feel too much pressure to, find a certain type of individual and you feel sometimes like your back is against the wall here.
Well, the other thing about the 10 of Pentacles is that tends tend to represent things that may be coming to the end of a cycle. So it could be saying that maybe this is something you will realize and you will have to try to figure out how to moderate that influence.
I know you moved, so it seems to me maybe you moved away from some of these influences, because one of my first thoughts, Estelle, was, are you still hanging around, with the same people who, were a part of your other relationship, the other relationship that you had? And is this playing a role here that you need to break free and, meet a new social circle that could introduce you to new people?
Hi, Juliet. We can add you to the list.
Oh, hi, Juliet. I'll get you on the list. Just be patient. We're taking the list today. Violet's got the night off.
Yeah, Violet has the night off, so we're in charge of the list. Good to see you. So when I look at the last card too, either as a terms of a block or as a strategy, well, I don't know if it's a great strategy because it's the Knight of Swords reversed, and the Knight of Swords reversed could be somebody that maybe tries too hard, or somebody that maybe does a hasty action that maybe won't follow through correctly, or that will possibly interfere with something else going on there. It may just be saying, there's an American or colloquial saying, haste makes waste. So this may be saying too that one of the things that blocks you could be the idea that you sort of feel you have a timetable, and that this
very nice,
and that this is like wearing your heart on your sleeve, as they say, so you might appear to be too anxious, or this is a vibe you may be giving off, even if you don't appear that way, that maybe somebody, prospective suitors, are wondering, what your hurry is, or if you are, in fact, hurrying for a certain reason.
I think, too, that maybe this is, it's interesting. I love what he said there, but I think when I'm looking at the
I'm just waving at Kara.
Looking at the Lenormand here, we're moderating tonight, Kara, so I'm trying to be patient with him.
And I'm trying to be playful. And she doesn't get it.
So the thing is that I think here with the flowers and the bouquet and the heart, I think what this is saying, Estelle, is that you need to approach love and finding the right partner not so much as a mission now, but with joy in your heart. Enjoy the pursuit. Enjoy the pursuit of love rather than feeling maybe, if not desperate, despondent about it, like it's a lack in your life. If you feel fulfilled, oh God, my phone. If you feel fulfilled, it's our son who should know better. But at any rate, if you feel fulfilled I should have just shut the ringer off. It's done. Pleasant little tone there.
He'll call mine then in a moment.
No, I think he wanted to talk to me about what.
Oh, yes.
But anyway.
What.
Yeah. So at any rate, I just want to say this again, Estelle. This is something you should approach just for the joy of it. The joy of seeking out somebody who you want to be with for the rest of your life. And not look at it as challenging, not look at it with fear or worry that nothing will ever happen. Approach it with joy and keep that mindset.
And remember, Estelle, our first card that we looked at, the Seven of Wands reverse, says that maybe you feel you are at a disadvantage. So what that means is that maybe if you're trying to fill yourself up with more joy for this idea about being, being approachable, then you have to maybe try to make ways to make you feel like this isn't a disadvantage for you at this time. That, your advantage is in the fact that you are single and looking for love.
That's the best we can tell you right now. To me, these aren't insurmountable. I mean, maybe some of the cultural and other pressures might be, peer pressures. But other than that, I just think that this isn't insurmountable. You should be able to succeed at some point. And we wish you luck. And I'm going to post Shirley's question.
And Shirley is up. Hi, Shirley.
Hi, Shirley.
May I please ask, what is the guy who's on my mind's current feelings for me? Will he be contacting me in the next 30 days or less?
All right. Well, that's almost like two-part.
In a way. And you're welcome.
So maybe we should do a yes/no.
And then go back and do it again.
Well, let's do 3 cards because we want to know what's on his mind, right? We'll do that, and then we'll do the yes/no about 30 days or less.
All right. And our camera's in for a little tighter shot of us, so you can't see the Sunman, but he's right here.
He is here. I see a little bit of him, just a little orange spot there. Well, you're welcome, Shirley. All right. Oh, did I give you the Lenormand? I guess I did not. Here you go. Sorry. It's a mystery. We got the moon upright. But we got the 2 of Swords reversed.
Ah.
I know. And then we have, this is the Queen of Swords, the Explorer of Swords.
Nice. Queen of Swords. In our Lenormand, we have the stars.
Nice.
And we have the star that's closest to us. We call it the sun. But it is, in fact, a star.
I will say this, Shirley. There's a bit of uncertainty about what his feelings and intentions are. But what I can tell you, because that's the moon upright, it seems as though maybe, you may have to find a way to ferret that out somehow. It seems as though the 2 of Swords is here, though, that this person is about to make a move of some sort, though. That looks very promising. And we have the Queen of Swords here, which the Queen of Swords indicates, it's really interesting seeing those 2 cards together, because the 2 of Swords is about making a move, choice, or decision, and the Queen of Swords is like ready to make that choice or decision, right? Ready to decide to do something.
Well, when I look at the moon there too, and I think that maybe this could be saying that they are not entirely sure. They're not entirely sure they want to voice their feelings or put words to their feelings, which to me says that maybe they are still struggling with the idea. But I think, and not struggling with it, but just sort of like moving into this direction. A lot of us maybe since the last few years are taking, concerns about, new people seriously. But I do feel that that's exactly right what Banshee said. The 2 of Swords is often about somebody feeling like they have finally figured out some things and now they want to move ahead. They want to make a decision. So we could be saying this is happening from the moon providing maybe an emotional uncertainty that eventually is crystallizing. And to me, the Queen of Swords, she's more than just the female kind of King of Swords, because she's really saying, and whether this is the man or whether it's even you possibly, I'm doing what I want to do and what I think is right, and it doesn't really matter what others say. It's sort of like this decision, if it's for them, it's not based like if you have any mutual friends or persons, they're not going to necessarily take that into account. It's based on how they are viewing what's going on between you and him.
Right, and I do want to say something here. With those 3 cards, I really don't see what this move or decision is going to be, okay? Whether it's going to be about you or if it's something else, but I think it would be about you, but whether it's going to be positive or negative, it's very neutral, except when we get to the Lenormand.
Exactly.
And you know what I also find very interesting about this reading, Shirley, is you have the sun, the moon, and the stars in this reading. Is that not celestial?
The sun itself is often, a good idea about finding out. So maybe these apply perhaps more to you. The tarot may apply more to this person. These apply more to you. So you are finding out, you are illuminating, you're bringing some sense of knowledge into your life, and it brings with it a sense of a destiny, a way forward, a future, a possibility of a future, all of that.
I feel like maybe something may come to light, because that is the sun. The sun can be about success, but it's also, as he said, about illumination, and that it could bring you some hope. It could bring you closer to a destiny you may feel you have with this person. So now let's see if they're going to contact you in the next 30 days
You
or
need these
less.
back, right?
We're going to do a yes/no.
Alrighty.
Yeah. And yeah, you can move the Lenormand. We are done with that. That was a very interesting read there. Yeah.
I liked it. I hope you did.
Okay.
Sorry.
Ooh. Oopsie. Very interesting. It may take longer still for them to actually get in touch with you. Got the Nine of Cups here reversed, which is not a really healthy sign. And then the Six of Cups reversed here. And then the one ace was the ace. So, I mean, it's not a definite no, but it's a most likely no that they may not contact you within the next 30 days. The Nine of Cups indicates you not getting what you really desire in this time frame, okay? So it doesn't seem like it's happening. That's a wish unfulfilled. And then the
Six of Cups?
the Six of Cups reversed could indicate to me that maybe this person is dealing with something from their past that's burbled back up, and they're busy dealing with either a person from their past or some issue that has come up from their past.
Yeah, I like that. I think I was struggling for what that meant, but I think that's a good idea there. So I think that Banshee's right. I think it may take longer than 30 days. I would suggest that the Ace of Pentacles shows that they're trying to manage things right now, and this could be, moving forward in a number of different ventures, So they're just trying to figure out, exactly what to do that. And it probably may take just a little longer than the 30 days.
You may just get some type of sign or something that things are moving in the right direction. And I'm basing that, of course, on the sun and the star in the last reading. So, I think they're still working things out. I wish you luck with that.
Good luck. All right.
And we are on Airy. And I've got
Airy wanted
Airy's
a general
question.
love reading.
Yep.
So
I know
I'm
that.
going to use...
Boy, maybe I should let you just read the questions, and that's just fun.
I can be efficient with that.
Wow. I have it here, so I don't need your efficiency.
I did not say you were inefficient.
I don't need your... Yes, you did.
No, I
The
said I can be
implication was
efficient.
there.
I was talking
The
about me.
implication was...
The implication is I'm going to turn off your sound.
Kara, where's the monsters?
Right there.
Cute. Oh, aren't you funny?
I know, but you already have a pet dog. Except you don't.
Thank you, Kara.
That's simply monstrous.
I I knew I could count on you.
All right. I am using my uncommon tarot.
Because you're really uncommon.
Well, but why is that? The question is not so easily answered. All right. So,
Oh, you started working. Congrats, Ari.
good for you. Oh, cool. Nice. Okay, so general love reading. First card is the reversed Wheel of Fortune. Next card is the reverse Two of Swords, which we
Jeez.
just had for Shirley's reading. So hopefully it means something similar. And then finally, it's the Four of Swords in its regular position.
Weird.
And there's a cross for ya.
But there's that.
And there's a coffin.
No, that's actually...
Okay, that's right.
okay.
You're right. I forgot that.
Well, it depends on circumstances of the reading.
Sure.
I would have to say here that, Sonny, that basically right now, you feel like luck has not been on your side in the love department. You might still be going through a little bit of that cycle, unfortunately, but that Two of Swords, right, is reversed. And so it's indicating to me that maybe things are going to start moving in a better direction. But I think it's still going to be slow go because you have the Four of Swords here, which indicates to me kind of pulling back again for whatever reason. Sometimes that means ill health, but I think what this means is you just really maybe, after going through this period of some bad luck, still need some time to recoup and get your bearings on what moves you want to make going forward.
I'm actually going to go in a pretty different direction, and I'm thinking that the Wheel of Fortune represents somebody that maybe in hindsight you'll say, oh, I'm glad I got away from that. This, I think, represents maybe something spurless, something not very dependable, something that maybe is some sense of bad luck for you or a bad situation. But I do feel that the Two of Swords says you're going to figure this out probably pretty quick and move yourself in another direction. That's literally the meaning of the reverse Two of Swords, is moving in a new direction. And I think that this says you're going to maybe lay low a little bit from persons like that, or that person in particular. And I'm just going to leave it with that. I'm thinking that this just represents whoever's coming towards you or whoever you might kick up your heels with. It may seem like there's something there, but they're probably somebody you should...
They're bad luck for
they're
you.
Bad luck
They're
for
bad
you.
news.
Yeah, I shouldn't mince words. They're
if
bad
he's
luck for
going
you.
to go that
Harry.
route, I would say that. So, I mean,
Yeah.
with your reading, I'm still
sorry.
going to stand by what I said, and I kind of feel here that regardless whether it's what I've said or what he said, I think it's pretty clear that you're going to need some time to regroup, one way or another from this experience. But the good news for you actually is in these yucky Lenormands. Because what they indicate is the coffin is about endings, and this is about grief and suffering. So in other words, there's an end to any grief or woes you've been having in the romance department. Like, for example, if Mr. O is right and you're going to meet this person, they're going to cause you some problems, things are going to shift dramatically after that for the better. And I think here, if it's like what I said, you're just pulling back because luck has not been on your side, it's going to change. Your luck is going to change. An end to the cycle of feeling down about, the people that you've been meeting and things like that. It's going to get better. It is going to improve.
Well, the idea of a summer romance could be contained in some of that.
Could.
A chance meeting at the beach or wherever you go, and then thinking better of it, moving in another direction, and just basically saying, nah, not for me, not that person. But who knows? Hopefully it won't take away all of your summer fun, Ari.
No, and it may not. It may be more immediate than the summer.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. We wish you
Well,
luck
you
for
know
the
what?
summer.
It's not summer yet. It's unofficial summer because Memorial Day is considered that, but summer doesn't begin till mid-June.
Summer begins whenever you start hitting the beaches or whatever it is you do.
Well, I could be year-round for some places, like Florida. I don't know. But
All right.
anyway, okay. That's
All
what
right,
we
Ari.
offer you. Good luck with that.
Wishing you luck.
And Victoria wants to know about the former president. Victoria is... Wait, Libra's up.
Libra's
Whoops,
up
I
first.
forgot Libra. What was Libra's question?
What's coming towards them?
I didn't get that one. Uh-oh.
I'm so sorry, but I'm
know.
pretty sure I got that right.
I
Let's
messed
see.
up.
What's coming towards me? Just before Ari asks for the general love reading. All right. Don't worry, Libra. We got
We
you.
got you, Libra. All right.
Is it my deck?
It is indeed.
No, I used the
Oh.
Uncommon Tarot.
Then it is your Lenormand. And
You two can share it.
what?
What's coming towards
Oh.
you and then bouncing off and hitting Victoria?
You
I
say,
don't know.
Victoria. All right, sorry I screwed up there. I had Libra on the list, though, at least. I got that far.
You know, there's so many great songs about summer romances going all the way back to when my parents were still young, you know. So summer is the time to, you know, have some summer romance and fun. And if it ends, well, then you do something different in the fall.
All right.
I want to sing Cruel Summer.
It's a
Cruel Summer.
I can't get the thing right. I
I
like
don't
that
know all the
song, though.
words.
I do like that song.
Hello.
All right, it'll be my reading. Well, Libra, what's coming towards you is the Emperor reversed. So, you know, it just seems as though it may be a little bit hard keeping everything together, getting people to cooperate. Be cautious, too, that you're not being too pushy with people or micromanaging at this time, you know, whether it's in the home or at work. This just is a sign that you really are trying to restore order, but sometimes when you do that, you can get carried away and get people upset so that they don't want to cooperate with you.
I'm trying to remember if you might have had a card like this before recently when you asked a similar question. I'm not sure, but so I'm wondering if it's just the same or similar situation. But what's coming towards you?
Yes,
maybe?
you can, Juliet. There, I interrupted you.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind, and I won't look at you with indignance.
Oh, I don't know why that smile looks sarcastic.
Here, let me give you that Joker grin.
No, not the Joker grin. He has a Joker grin. Anyway,
And I totally lost my thought here, Libra, but I'd say that what's coming towards you is maybe the idea that not everybody agrees with you on some things, and that sometimes, you know, you might actually feel that if people were kind of agreeing with you, you might have to be prepared for the fact that maybe they aren't going to agree with you, and you might be out alone in a certain respect with this question or what's coming to you.
That's
so
true.
That a sense of an isolation from what you is normal.
so why is that important? And it's almost as if he read the next card without even knowing it. It's the Six of Wands reversed. It's like, yes.
Six of
Why
Wands.
is that important? Because you might be going it alone. You know, this is showing that support for something maybe that you wanted to do or accomplish isn't exactly there for you at this time. Now, that doesn't mean you won't succeed or you won't be able to do it. You just may have to go alone.
Yes, and that's what you're going to realize, that whatever this is, that maybe you thought other people were working with you or at least had some sense of advice or support for you, it's not really true, and you will have to try to figure this out on your own and do the kind of things that you think you can do on your own.
Cats are so cute, aren't you, Sonny? Aren't you? Here, raise your paw so people can see you. There you go. There. He's here. Ah. All right. So where is this all heading? For goodness sakes. It's another 6. Wow. It's a 6 of Swords upright.
6 of Swords upright. Well, you're still alone, but you're moving to somewhere where maybe you will find less troubles or you will find more support.
Maybe you realize that, going it alone isn't such a bad thing. And so you're willing to keep moving on this regardless of whether you have the support or not. And because you really feel deep down that this whole thing is going to take you to a better place. And maybe not everybody can be all in on this for whatever reasons. But, you know what you need, and you're going to see to it, and you're going to move towards it. I like that. What do you got there, though?
So, there is the gentleman. That could be you. That could be somebody else in this idea. And there is the book. And, of course, the book is about knowledge. So if there is some other possible provocateur, antagonist, would-be, wannabe partner, other person, you may need to find out more about that person in order to resolve what the situation is. It may be that there are things there that are hidden from you or that you're not known. And, in a way, it sort of reflects towards the first card or maybe the second card, the idea that there's something you're going to find out that maybe will compel you to realize you have to do this on your own.
I really think that if this is about a partner, you were hoping for support from your partner, whether, it's in a family relationship, romantic relationship, or even business oriented, you're going to find out that they're not all in on this. I think it's this one individual in particular here that you're going to have to be concerned about their support. But
right.
You know what? You just got to do what you got to do sometimes, and that's it. So I think that's what's coming towards you, is there's a little bit of, an inability to gain support and the things you need from others to move something forward that really was important to you, and the support just doesn't seem to be there. Those two cards really do magnify each other. And then finally, ultimately, the 6 of Swords indicates you're moving towards your goal anyway. You're moving towards what you feel is a better thing.
All right.
I wish you luck with that.
And you're welcome.
Wow. An interesting one. And we are on Miss Victoria now.
Is it Victoria now?
It sure is.
All right. That'll be my deck.
And I'm posting the question before I even post the list, so there. And whoops. And I'm trying to get the list out, but you know me. There's always a problem here with this machine.
Should we do this as a yes or no?
There we go. It does seem to do that, but I'd like to do 3 cards on that one. Let's see what we get.
Okay.
There's a whole lot of issues as to whether he's going to prison. Number one, these are considered felonies, yes, but they aren't considered really
grave crimes.
Right, major crimes. So whether he'll get prison time or not is hard to say. But let's see what the cards have to say on it. That judge has been putting up with a lot of stuff. Hopefully that won't influence his decision. Anyway.
All right, 3 cards. First card is the 3 of Pentacles upright.
Oh.
Second card is the 10 of Swords reversed.
Wow.
Third card is the Knight of Swords upright.
That is so interesting. When I see the 3 of Pentacles here, Victoria, I think they're going to try to work something out, some type of conditions out that may make everybody comfortable in some way. I mean, he can't erase the felonies on his record. Of course, he's going to appeal all of that. We know that. But the thing is that this sounds like people working together, working together to solve an issue or to do work on a project, etc. Do you see this differently?
No, I see that what you're saying, but that's what makes me puzzled by the Ten of Swords reversed.
Well,
who are the evil forces that are being routed?
Well, but it's reversed, and I feel here that, this is healing. So in a sense, this is healing. I would hate to think that he gets pardoned somehow. He can't get pardoned for a state crime, though, can he?
I don't believe he can.
He can only get pardoned probably by the governor of that state.
Right. He can only be pardoned by that state.
That's what I think. Okay. So, but I think here there's something healing or something that, they can move on past this. So I really think he's getting some sort of pass here on the prison. I wonder. I know he can get up to 4 years from what I heard, but I just wonder about that. And what's that last card again?
The Knight of Swords.
Yes. There's definitely going to be some movement and legal maneuvering going on here.
Yeah, there you go.
And I think it's going to happen fast. Now, I know he's not going to be sentenced till July 11, but there's something happening here in quick order.
Well, I'm not sure what Firespawn is getting at, if you just happen to have heard something or know something. But yes, your earlier comment, we absolutely do this thing from time to time. Sometimes we devote a whole video to it. You can actually look through our file on YouTube, and you will see that we've done some presidential things before. We've also done world affairs before.
We predicted the Super Bowl. So, I mean, we do things like that. We will answer questions of any sort. Hey, somebody used to ask us questions about their favorite TV shows and whether there was going to be a sequel to something or not. So, we'll give anything a shot. And I like political questions. We try not to get too political about it, though. I'm trying to look at the cards here very objectively. I have my own opinions on what I feel should happen, but I got to go with what I see here to be fair. And I think here, I'm seeing, Victoria, there's some maneuvering going on and people working this, So I wonder... I can't help but wonder here, too, if when I see that, this is just so fascinating to me, I'm sorry. When I see that Three of Pentacles, I'm thinking of the branches of the court, the legal system. He's going to appeal it. Will it actually, is it something that can be appealed to the Supreme Court? 1, 2, 3? Yeah, I'm just thinking, there's going to be a lot of legal maneuvering going on here. Involved.
Right. A lot of times the swords can, indicate certain decisionary processes. And of course, when you go all the way to the top, what are we talking about?
And my goodness, isn't that just like the perfect thing? We got 2 sword cards here, which are all about challenges and possible legal things, decisions. And we got the pentacles, because Mr. Businessman President here. But of course it was because he was falsifying business
Here's another
records.
thing, though. From his perspective, he's been stabbed in the back. But the Ten of Swords is reversed.
Oh my
He's
God.
going to find a way to unstab himself in the back.
Time out. I have already seen the signs of this, so I'm just going to say what I have seen in the news. Already it's being played that, he's being persecuted. It's a fake trial. He's been saying that all along. But of course now other people are jumping in and trying to say, well, he's already going to campaign and make money off of this.
Who needs AI deepfakes?
Right. So he's already putting out a pledge for money to help him out. So in other words, he's going to play the victim very well here. And this might actually benefit him. There are people out there who are convinced this is going to benefit him in his bid for the presidency. Because he can still run whether he's in prison or not.
It wouldn't be the first time it happened in this country. Somebody who ran for president from jail. It happened about 100 years ago, or maybe longer.
Hi. All right, so I've got some Lenormand to add to this question, Ms. V. Wow. Is that lady just...
She's a lady.
That's really bizarre.
Uh-oh. Luck be a lady?
Lady Luck. Lady Luck is on his side.
Lady Luck is on his side.
I hate to even say it this way. Because like I said, I have my own opinions, but I got to go with what I see here. And I think that it's almost as if fate is going to play a role in this in some way. Whatever this means. It almost seems like something happens at the right time, the right moment, that may be to his advantage to stay out of prison.
Wait, let me fix that for you, Victoria. Does he have a casino that he hasn't declared bankruptcy on?
Yeah, that's true.
Hello, dear boy.
He does have casinos still, I think. He may have one at least. Maybe not. I think he might have sold them, but don't quote me on that. He might have sold most of his casino interests, if not all.
Well then, are we done?
We are. I don't know what to say. I mean, I could do a yes/no, but I really don't think he's going to go to prison by the looks of it.
I don't either, of course.
I do not. And so, I would like to see it. Okay, there I said it. But, I'm not going to stack the deck. The cards have spoken.
Alrighty then, it looks like we are on Firespawn.
All right, Firespawn is up. And Firespawn asked, I'm curious if my secret admirer has seen what I posted yesterday. I'm going to put that out there.
You're welcome, Victoria.
And I'm also going to repost the list. Hey, you're welcome, Victoria. Thanks for asking. I do like questions about the events of the day.
As long as, and the way things go, no matter what happens, somebody will always have a contrary opinion.
So our friend here who comes on, our virtual friend Gina, sent an article out from Michigan recently that just tells you how screwy people are in their sense of justice in this country and how skewed things are. Here is a man who is up for driving with a suspended license, and he was Zooming his call to court. His legal team was there, but he was on it through Zoom. He was Zooming from a car he was driving on a suspended license for charges that he was driving on a suspended license. And it was like, so the judge said, bail is revoked, you need to turn yourself in. The judge was appalled, and he said, are you driving right now? Because he was clearly in his car.
You could see movement,
and you
through
could
the windows.
see the guy, and he's saying, I'm turning into my doctor's office right now. Wait, let me park. And I'm like, I wonder if he was even going to his doctor's office, number one. But number two, why would you be going to court? Why would you think you'd get off on this charge when you're driving, when your license has been suspended for that very thing? So the judge sentenced, said you're going to prison. You need to get, you need to go or pay bail, or bail is revoked. And the guy was like, oh God, like he couldn't believe it. And I'm like, what's the disconnect here?
Gather around the campfire, kiddies. Uncle Obi has a story to tell you.
Oh, no.
And it's not a very nice story, but I think what's happened is that we no longer have enough respect for the rule of law. And the reason is because for many decades now, people kept finding ways to squirt around the rule of law or to say, this is inconvenient, I don't need to do this. And so this happens with people speeding in the car. They don't even think about speeding. This happens with people
going through red lights,
turning on a red
Mr.
without
O
stopping.
has a real issue.
I have real issues with this because it's about safety.
Right.
And if we don't observe certain laws, then safety's out the door, and it's a bad thing.
Here, my deck for Firespawn's question.
Did he drive to prison? Oh, Victoria,
I know, I love that.
I want to reach out and slap you. No.
He probably did. Now, I understand people need their cars to get around, but if you're going to court on this issue, you shouldn't be seen driving illegally when you... I mean, it just boggles my mind.
Does anyone remember Kwame Kilpatrick, the former mayor of Detroit, who owes Detroit lots of money for his crimes, and now he wants for it to all be written away? He wants to have a new trial in another state where he will
He says
have
he
all
owes
this.
them nothing, and it's clear he owes them hundreds of thousands of dollars. But Trump had pardoned him. One of his last acts was pardoning him his prison sentence, but he never pardoned him from the fees that were owed, and he still owes them. But he's
Well, the
gonna
thing
fight
is
it
that
anyway.
being pardoned is more or less an admission that you were in fact guilty. So if you're guilty, pay up.
Oh my goodness, what a world we have, huh?
Yeah, he does, Fire Spawn.
Oh man. All right, well, let's see what we have for Fire Spawn. So, should we do a yes/no on this one, or should we do 3 and see what it says?
Do the 3, and then if we're inconclusive, we'll do the yes or no.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm trying to... Oh, it's the Knight. It's the Knight of Pentacles, reversed. Oh, my goodness. It's the... It's the King of Swords reversed, I believe. I'm not liking this.
That might be the Queen.
Okay, it's the Queen of Swords. I was debating. Why is that suddenly giving me trouble? I don't think I've had problems with that before. And the 7 of Pentacles was also reversed. I don't know. I'm of a mixed mind here. Go ahead.
Coffin is the first one. The second one is the Star.
Okay, that probably is the Queen. Compare the crowns.
Right, that's why I said that I knew that crown was...
So it's the Queen of Swords. Okay. Well, we may have to do a yes/no on this one.
We might have to, but let's see.
But this is some interesting background for you, Fire Spawn. They may have seen it, but I think they might be moving on, maybe. That 7 of Pentacles here is reversed, and that kind of indicates that they might be giving up on, well, I don't know.
You say they're the secret admirer, and you wonder if they see that, and I'm looking at the Queen of Swords reversed, and I'm sort of feeling like this is the attitude of somebody who sort of feels like they'll make decisions that please them, and they don't necessarily feel like they have to be beholden to somebody else, that what they choose may be very important to them, but it may not always be something that others may respect or like. So in other words, this could be them saying, no matter what, they're still choosing you, or no matter what, maybe they're choosing something else. It's not sure. Maybe I need to look at the other cards.
See, this is really tricky.
It is a little
that's why
tricky.
I'm thinking, let me fix this a minute.
And that first one was a Knight?
That was the Knight of Pentacles, yeah.
Okay.
I think that they may be very slow to respond to this if they did see it. They may be very slow to respond. And with that Queen of Swords reversed in the center, I'm wondering if this isn't saying that maybe they're really confused right now.
That could be. Like it's a decision that they don't know for sure how to make.
They're not sure maybe what to make of it if they saw it. And I think here with the 7 of Pentacles reversed, it's indicating it could go either way, because on the one hand, this says, I want to work on something, or I want to let it go because I don't think it's going to be good for me or it's going to pay off.
Well, I think it's more likely that something else. I don't think it's two things. I think it's the idea maybe that they feel like they have to get to the bottom of it in some respect. either feed the dragon to figure it out, get more information somehow, or maybe you're right, maybe it is about moving on. One way or the other, they either want to move on from it or they want to know what it is.
It's interesting because the star and the coffin are here, and I'm not sure I really like the combination the way they are. Because if you're hopeful that they did see it or that they have a good impression from it, that may not be the case. This is kind of like hope coming to an end. So what you had maybe hoped for may not have materialized. Now that could also mean maybe they didn't see it. Maybe they didn't see it.
I think we should do the yes or no.
Let's use a different deck and leave these out. Because we might have to refer to them.
I'm going to use this deck over here then.
Yeah. Let's see how this plays out, because this could really maybe make us all tie it all together.
So we're just going to ask it straight up if your secret admirer has seen what you posted.
And I'm just going to go ahead and post the rest of the list, even though we're still working on Fire Spawn here. Juliet will be up next after. And then Kara, and I guess we're done for the day. Wow. Very short
Unless someone
show
shows
today.
up.
All right. Uh-oh. Oh, you got an ace, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's not an ace. That's a king.
No, what's that one?
It's the 2 of something.
Oh, it's a 2. Okay. Got it. Is it the high
It's actually the high priestess.
That's what I thought. Okay.
So we only got 1 ace, which means it's leaning towards no. So this could infer that maybe they did not see it. And owing to that idea is possibly the high priestess reversed. The idea that maybe there's nothing ticking off, no spider senses ticking off with them or nothing like that. And then the other card is called the Animal of Soul, but it corresponds to the Knight of Soul, the Knight of Cups.
Oh, okay.
So that's the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is often talking about a romantic kind of personality or situation that may be moving towards you, or is...
It's reversed, right?
Oh, you're right. It was reversed. I'm sorry. It was reversed. I'm sorry.
That's all right. So looking at these cards again, I think he may not have seen it. And so maybe nothing is moving relationship-wise here. Because you said this is a secret admirer. And so it's possible here it's going to remain secret for a while longer. Because when I look at the High Priestess reversed with that Queen of Swords reversed, it's making me think that they didn't see it. Or maybe the message just didn't get through to them. I mean, maybe that's possible.
I like that. I kind of think that way too.
And... there's still work to be done here, I think, with that page of, or 7 of Pentacles. What is the other card that came up here again?
Oh, that's not an ace at all.
It's not?
It's the Magician. And you know what? I didn't count all the way through it. So I think we have to let it stand.
Okay. Well, I'm still... Let it stand as what, though? Now looks like a definite no. I think we... Okay. It's still a definite no.
Yeah.
But what is that card?
That would be the Queen of Wands.
Reversed.
Reversed.
Okay, so you got the Queen of Wands reversed there, and the High Priestess reversed, and the page of the Knight of Cups reversed. And so it's not looking good. I really think they did not see it. I really do.
I like your interpretation too, though, actually, Firespawn. Maybe that's it too. I mean, you have the advantage of knowing a little bit more about them than we do.
Well, what I would say with the Magician there is that maybe there's still hope of manifesting the reaction you want. Maybe all is not lost just because they didn't pick up on this signal this time. So in other words, I don't really think there's any harm done here, but I just think that maybe you're not getting the intended result from what you posted at this time.
I'm going to go with that too. I sort of feel like, nothing ventured, nothing gained is what it seems like.
Yeah. So try again.
Good luck.
Try to get that attention again if that's what you were trying to do. I don't see anything stopping that. I just think right now nothing is moving. There's an end to, like maybe, okay, you posted it. He either saw it or didn't, and it didn't register. And so there's nothing to be gained from what has transpired. But that doesn't mean you couldn't keep trying.
Which is really the Seven of Pentacles reversed.
Right. But it's up to you to decide if it's worth your while to do so. That's what I would say with that card. So good luck with that.
All right, so Juliet is up now.
Yep.
Hey, Juliet.
And I thought I had Juliet's question, and now I'm not seeing it.
Oh, I'll
What did
find
I
it.
do?
I saw that they wrote it recently.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Will I find a dog to adopt? The right match for me. I'm having a hard time to find a puppy to adopt.
Oh, so you're asking if you can find it? Is that the question? Say it again.
Will I find a dog to adopt?
Got it.
The right match for me. I'm having a hard time to find a puppy to adopt.
Well, that's a yes-no right from the get-go, I think, and it's your deck.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Let's use the Karma Tarot this time.
If we need any nuance, we'll do it. I'm going to need... Oh, there it is. You silly sun man. No one can see you today. Mr. O has got to do something about these screens.
Well, the camera's too close to us. Usually it's about a foot the other way, so they can't see.
But
You want me to hold him up to the camera?
No.
Here he is.
No, that's quite all right. Hey, you're welcome, Firespawn. I wish you luck with that.
Where are they all hiding?
Yeah, I should have used my decks, eh? But there's one ace. I think it's going to be a little bit of a struggle.
Okay, our first... It's leaning towards no is what it looks like. And...
Could you tell? Eight of Swords.
Eight of Swords is upright. Magician, the juggler, is reversed. And then the Ace of Swords, that just doesn't mean as much. So I'm wondering if this is saying that maybe it's an illusion of some sort, or you're not exactly seeing the clear picture of whether or not you could find the right dog. The Eight of Swords sometimes acts like we don't know what to do. We're restricted or limited. But on closer inspection, it looks like there could be something on your part doing that. Maybe you're just not seeing something appealing to you, and you're not willing to take a chance on something else. But maybe this is suggesting you should. But the Magician reversed is also saying that maybe there's a lack of true will or desire of some sort to affect this. So maybe you have to really examine whether you really do want the dog or not, or what exactly is at the core of this somehow.
Wow. I think with the Eight of Swords...
Hi, Gina.
Gina! Hey there. You missed interesting reading.
Mm-hmm.
I know you would have been into it. Victoria asked about if Trump is going to prison. And we did that reading earlier.
We don't think so.
So you might want to check that out on Rewind at some point. But at any rate, I'm glad you're here. We don't have a lot of people today, and Violet is off. So you can hold your question till your turn, Gina, and it'll be pretty soon, too, because we've almost went through the whole list.
Right.
We've
There's
got
only one
Juliet,
person,
then Kara, and then you. And so
stick around.
the Eight of Swords, you know what I'm thinking here, Juliet, is that... it's really interesting because that's kind of a personal card in a way of feeling that, she's trapped or in prison. But I can't help but think of the situation of, are you trying to look for a dog in a
Rescue?
a rescue? Or are you trying to look for a breed of some sort? Are you being very, very specific here? Because I think with the Eight of Swords, I'm wondering if it's just you need to expand your search more. To more shelters, to more homes to try to find, and not limit yourself, not tie yourself down to any one particular thing, but to maybe take a more broader approach to it.
Like
maybe
that.
You're not, and with the Magician here too, reversed, sometimes the Magician means not having the right tools at your disposal, which to me, I can tie it right back into that and say, maybe you need to contact more people, maybe you need to, or shelters, you need to expand your search more so you have more options to really look at. And I think here too, don't imprison yourself with a deadline here, Don't imprison yourself with, how do I want to say this?
Restrictions.
Not restrictions, just the sense that I'll never find this. Yes, you will. Take your time. There's no, there should be no time frame on this if you're looking for the perfect bond for yourself.
This is a snapshot in time, like we always say. And just because it says it's leaning that way,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that the next time you ask us or whenever won't be something different.
And Juliet, it's not a definite no here. And let me show you the cards I have, okay? The Lenormand, I think, will clarify things even more.
I think you're right, Gina. So the crossroads, I feel that strongly. And
But he'll always be a convicted felon. Well, look at that. First off, the child is all about taking your time. This is an important choice or decision for you. The crossroads is here, and you should be perfectly happy with what you want. And so, and I also think this is very hopeful too for another reason, Juliet. I don't know if you were planning on adopting an older dog or a puppy, but this could be that you will find a puppy because that's the child card, right? So it seems like you might find a younger dog and you will make a decision to adopt it. I really think this is the most positive thing, but the child can also mean everything in its own time. So take your time. This is an important decision, and you want to make the right one for both you and the pet you're bringing into your life.
I like your feedback, Juliet. I think that's important. And I agree with Banshee totally. I mean, obviously, you want to make sure you're giving, the appropriate love and care to something that really, will become symbiotic with you. Really, it's like a life partner in a way. Come on.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think I think you've got the right, you pointed to something there where you said that anxiety, and that's what is the Eight of Swords is about, too.
True,
Sometimes
true that.
we feel trapped and unable to free ourselves to make the decisions or moves we need to make, but it's here. And you're right, you're getting over,
Your previous pet.
the previous pet. And so make sure you're in the right mindset and mind space in order to do this, because it's an important decision, the pets we bring into our life.
Absolutely.
Good luck with that.
Good luck,
and feel
Juliet.
free to ask it another time.
And
maybe the cards are indicating you really aren't maybe just ready just yet.
And let us know how it goes too, of
Yeah.
course. We'd love to know that. All right, so Kara is up. And then Gina.
Hey, Kara. Kara didn't post, right?
Kara
You didn't
might
post,
have.
did you, Kara?
Oracle cards, top and bottom.
All right, let me just get the list out. I won't have to post that question. You've got it, Kara.
You can't hurry, furry love. You
Well-
just have to wait.
How
She
about
did it. Not really, but
I got it. How about it? We'll use the Witch's Familiar Oracle, Everyday Witch's Familiar, and see what we get for you, Kara.
yes, I actually think that he knows he's not going to go to prison, but what infuriates him or bothers him is the fact that he will always be a convicted felon. So I would not be surprised if he does whatever he can to try to purge that record.
Oh, but heck,
and of course,
he's already fundraising over this.
true.
And
And of
stuff.
course, this is about, what will happen if he becomes the president again. He would like to change all of those things.
Frankly, he probably won't because it's
You're
state
welcome.
charges. But what I do think is he'll take it out. He'll find a way to revenge on the people who put him there.
Well,
So that's the sad fact.
I'm not going to hold back. Thinking of him as the kind of dictator that he wants to be, he could do that. He could just determine that all such charges or things on his record are expunged. He could do that as a total dictator. I don't think he's going to let states do things that he doesn't want done.
Well, it remains to be seen what he
It
can get
does.
away with. Apparently, plenty. All right. Mr. O is going to get that. And let's see what we have for you, Kara. Oh, I like it. You're swimming with the penguins.
Club, club.
It's water and penguins.
Oh my.
And penguins are page 85. Let's see what we get. This card tells you to be like the penguin and live with joy in whatever environment you find yourself. Don't let circumstances dictate your happiness, Kara. Instead, choose to play when you can and share cheerfulness, delight, and humor with those around you. Relax, have fun, and embrace joy in life's simple pleasures. When was the last time you did something just for the joy of it, rather than because you expected to benefit in some way or it was expected of you? Joy is an important component of a well-rounded life, and while you can't spend all your time sliding across the snow on your belly, I like that analogy, you can make sure to allow space in your life for those things that make you smile. Lift your spirits and fill your heart with happiness. That's just a great card right there. And it really says to do things for the joy of it, not for the toil and labor of it, for the joy of it. Oh, and look at this. Uh-oh, what kind of joy are we talking about here, Ms. Kara? We have the lovebirds.
Nine of Air, lovebirds. So do these correspond to tarot at all?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. What page was that? I lost it. 57.
Ooh and ah.
Well, lovebirds may signal that romance has found you or is right around the corner. They may be suggestion for nurture whatever relationships you have instead of taking them for granted. Love takes many forms, but all of them require work and emotional generosity to thrive. If you're looking for a partner, the lovebirds may be willing to guide you if you're truly ready to give and receive lasting affection. Is there a loving relationship in your life that needs some extra attention? If you are one of the lucky people who has found a lifetime love, are you spending enough time together? If life is getting in the way of love, make sure to clear some space, both literal and emotional, to allow it to thrive. If all is well, be sure to say so often and with heartfelt affection. Even the best relationships need time and attention to make them work. And I really get the feeling here when I'm seeing this combination that you should maybe there will be some opportunity here for romance to enter your life. And if so, you should just do it for the fun of it. Or this might also be saying to get together with people you love right now and just have some fun. Just have some fun. Forget what it said about the work here. I think combining these two cards together seems to indicate to me that this kind of love, whether it's platonic or whether it's romantic, should just be to have a good time.
Just have some fun, she said.
Uh-oh.
Here's a garden to step into. Here's a whip to crack. Just have some fun.
Hurry up and socialize, it's what it's saying. Get out there, and hey, clean up your social circle if it seems like they're dragging you down more than bringing you joy. That could be another message of the Lenormand here to add to this.
Now, whip starts with W. What else starts with W?
Oh, no, she doesn't want to go there.
Don't you want to whip him?
No.
Ew. Okay.
Anyway, that's what we have for you. It's kind of an interesting combination there, Kara. Good luck with that.
Whip it good.
Whip it good. Top and bottom from an oracle deck of my choice.
Awesome.
Oh, gosh, so many here, Gina. Well,
You're
I know
welcome.
you are an animal lover, so why don't we try this one for you? I'll let you shuffle this time.
All
Why
right.
don't you shuffle?
The bird is the word.
And I'll read them. Whip it good. No, don't give him that. Oh, he's going to start singing. Whip it. Whip it good. Da 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 da. How does that tune go?
I don't know. I'm thinking of other songs of theirs that I like too.
Yeah.
Deep Sleep.
A deep sleep. A very deep sleep. You do that all the time.
And that a frown. Wait. Something about a frown turn around on the face of a mean clown.
So I'm a little bit nervous, guys, because
A smile is just a frown turned around on the face of a mean clown.
Because I'm doing my colonoscopy next week, and I literally had to stop taking the aspirin that I'm supposed to take for my cancer treatment. But I had to stop. I had to stop all vitamins, all herbals. I don't remember that from my last colonoscopy, but that was what they're making me do. So I'm kind of dismayed by some of this.
I don't have a Devo cap.
I know aspirin I can't take.
But I do have this cap.
And NSAIDs. Yeah, we have cool caps we got.
Well, she said I needed a Devo cap.
Well, now you make me want to put my cap on, though.
There you go.
I like my hat. All right.
I can't sing that one, Gina, so everyone is safe.
Gina! Oh my gosh! You got the bane of my existence. No. Frog meant something different for me once upon a time. But lo, you've got frog and water as your top card.
Frog.
80, is that 81? Yes.
It says
80.
3 of water.
Yep.
I like
All
this.
right. Well, Gina, this card is an indication that changes are coming.
Thank you.
Or you're in the midst of them already. They are inevitable, so you should probably just try and go with the flow as gracefully as possible. Metamorphosis isn't always a comfortable process, but the end result will be worth it. Maybe the changes aren't huge, but they're probably important. So you should pay attention to what's going on. We resist change because it's scary to go from the familiar and comfortable to something new. But there is no growth without change. If you've been hanging on to the past or to things that no longer work for you, jobs, relationships, beliefs, behavior, patterns, now may be the time to embrace change and allow yourself to transform into something different. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, just whether the metamorphosis will be a change for the better. What areas of your life need frog magic? And yes, that's true. Frog is very much about metamorphosis and growth. And so something big is up brewing. Let's see if this gives us a clue as to what. Wow. Wow. You got one of the 4 spirit cards in the deck. You got the Sphinx.
Sphinx. Oh, I love it. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh, Sonny. Okay. Wow, it's the last one, too. The last card. Let's see. All right. If you are seeking answers to important questions, the Sphinx may suggest that you need to look deeper or explore more widely. Don't assume the easy, most obvious answer is the right one, but have faith in your ability to find the truth, no matter what it is. Never stop learning and growing, because knowledge, both of self and the greater world, is power. Many times when we are seeking answers to difficult questions, it turns out they are somewhere within us. Don't be afraid to look deep inside. On some level, you probably already know whatever it is you need to find the answers to. Sometimes we don't want to see the truth because it's hard or painful, but you might be surprised by the peace you feel when you acknowledge the answer to your own riddles. Ooh.
I felt a little chill when you said that.
I know, I like that. I like that card. It's really interesting to me because clearly I think some change or metamorphosis wants to happen, but maybe you have to really search a little bit your soul as to seeing what shape this is going to take for you. I do believe one way or another, as the cards indicated, change is inevitable. It's going to happen. But you know, you could have a say in this change here, but you may have to solve that riddle on your own.
Well, did you ever tell Gina your own little frog story about how when frogs showed up, it usually meant something? Work. So in the Lenormand, we have pulled, or she has pulled, the crossroads. And of course, for that kind of change,
Well, wait.
you are at a crossroads.
There's more.
Oh, not again.
Well, what
the
it's
coffin.
saying, though, since it's actually, and yeah, that's the way it should be, is basically saying there's an end, there will be an end to indecision or doubt about what the riddle is. You will solve this riddle, I believe, and you will know exactly what direction you need to go in.
Yeah, the crossroads is kind of like another metaphor for the riddle. You know, you stand there not knowing what the answer is.
So
But you will.
I think that indecision or that difficulty in discerning what's
There you
going
go.
on will come to an end. And the frog for me has always been about suddenly having to take on more responsibility, having to do new things. I constantly got new projects, new goals, new things happening in my life every time a frog appeared. And at one point in my life, it was happening constantly. And even though I know we should be open to change, etc., it was just almost too much. It was just like...
The frog literally shows up at the doorstep. Right?
It's just like...
There's a frog at the doorstep.
That's my frog story. It's a little bit different for me, but I love this combination, and that Sphinx card. What a powerful card. It's a nice deck.
The Crossroads. Yeah, you're right, Gina. Holy cow.
Ah. Wow, well, that's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Oh my goodness. We're actually a half an hour early.
I know. What the
Awesome.
heck?
Of course, we spent a lot of time on 6 or 7 readings, but
And we
you guys
told
were worth
stories and stuff, so. And it was fun talking a little politics. It's obviously clear I'm not a Trump supporter, but with the reading, I tried to be very objective. And I had to call it like I saw it, and it's not what I wanted to see, but I get that that's probably the way it's going to happen. So.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, things always get crazy before they don't get crazy.
Yeah.
So don't forget to watch Happy Hour.
Oh!
What?
We got to talk about Unhappy Hour.
Oh, right. Yes, we did an Unhappy Hour. It was on earlier today. It was just a recorded video, but the Unhappy Hour is where does it hurt? How can we help you turn that frown upside down?
The reason we weren't live in the chat for this one is he had to work today, and of course we had the live show tonight, so we were just too busy to be live. And this was the day that the fourth
The
quarter
readings were really interesting.
Yeah.
They have timestamps. You can go directly to your elemental sign of the zodiac. We thought they
or
was
check
really,
out the world reading.
really some good info there. So we'd appreciate it if you check it out.
Yeah. So I forgot about that, but you were going to talk about.
Well, tomorrow, of course, is the emotional exchanges at 7 a.m. or whenever, and it's good advice for the elemental signs of the zodiac. So check that out. Happy Hour is on Saturday at 10 a.m.
We have one more big announcement. I'm going to start announcing it tonight. Next Thursday, a week from today, and the Saturday following, there will be no shows. We will be back. We'll be here Sunday this week, and then we'll be here the Sunday following. Mr. O is going up north to visit his sister with my son, and so they're going to be gone for a few days. So Thursday, no show, and Saturday, no live show. No happy hour.
Time for a margarita, says Victoria.
But there will be happy hour this week.
Right, this week.
And there will be a Sunday show this week.
Also, Banshee's Material Matters will be on at 10 a.m.
Look at that nice promo he made me. It's so pretty. And green.
And green. Just like you.
Yep.
All right, so that's our readings for this evening.
I need a margarita. I was going to toast my granddaughter yesterday, but since I was doing my cancer drug, I decided not to. I should do it today.
See you on Saturday and Sunday, everyone.
Well, everybody, thanks for joining us. It was a fun show. It was definitely light and easy going today. We had a couple hard-hitting readings there, but I hope everybody got the answers they needed to hear. And we, green like the frog, no! I can't have any more frogs. But we will see everybody on Saturday for happy hour. Anything else you want to add, Mr. O?
Love.
I thought you were going to sing something.
No.
Okay.
Saturday is, of course, June 1st, the beginning of Pride Month, so we celebrate Pride with everybody.
Hey, I got the hat.
There you go.
All right. So, hey, everybody, my hats are off to you, and we will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.